veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capping space. I won't stop till I hear him say,
wow, well, welcome in. We want to welcome in our special guest, Kenneth James from Put a Ring on It Season 3.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Because here on Actually Aubrey, we like to get both sides of the story. We want to know what's going on, and we want to get your side of it too. Okay.
I can dig that for sure.
Yes, sir. And Kenneth, definitely, man. Thank you for being here. This is actually the first time we're actually speaking, and I really appreciate you, bro. I've been following you on the show and on social media. So the fact that you're here, man, I consider that a great pleasure. Thank you, brother.
Oh man, that means the most. Thank you, sir, for having me.
You want to start it up, Aubrey? Let's get this show going.
You go ahead and take it away with the intros and finding out about Kenneth's childhood.
Yeah, because Kenneth, listen, you had a life way before Put a Ring on It. We all had life before this stuff. So, you know, where you from and what was life like growing up for Kenneth, and what made Kenneth what he is today?
Oh man, I mean, I've answered this question a couple of times this past week, and each time I ask it, I start to get more in depth with it in my mind, at least, and really think on it. But it's really simple. I'm just an ambitious young man from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I was born in a family with a lot of people, and we were close. We were very tight amongst my cousins and my peers and just immediate people around us. And although I grew up in poverty and stuff like that, I never felt like I was really too much without or less of. My family, my mother worked hard, just like everybody, anybody else. And
I can relate to the poverty thing, bro. Trust me. Brooklyn, New York, poverty, bro. So I can dig it.
Were there a lot of children in the home? Are you from a big family with sisters and brothers or cousins that you live with?
Yes, sir. I had several cousins living with me, my aunt, my uncle. So at the time we was in a rough patch financially. So everybody was kind of in the home together. And so I had cousins and first cousins. We was all, everybody trying to call first on a Nintendo controller type situation. But let me tell you, the red beans and rice was on point every Monday night. You hear me? We had enough. We had plenty.
That was Monday night. That red beans and rice.
Red beans and rice. That's a Louisiana type of staple. You dig? That's just something.
Yeah. Was Dad around at all, Kenneth?
Unfortunately, I didn't have my father wasn't around, my blood father, but my brother was fortunate enough, his father was around, and he was a part of my little brother's life, and he was a major part of my life as well. He'll come around and pick up my little brother, and he'll pick up me and my other brother as well, and he showed love, and he was just a good dude. Solidly, and for the longest time, until he passed, he was like a father figure to me. I looked up, especially in my early days, younger. It's coming up. You can tell me he wasn't my dad. He was just that cool of a guy.
Yeah, and that was gonna be my follow up because I didn't have my dad around either until I became an adult. Then we became very, very close until he passed. So what not having the biological dad, did that affect you? How did it affect you, if at all?
I was asked that question as well. Now, as I think on it, I see the effects that it had on me probably now, but growing up, I had my ungrateful ways. I had my selfish moments to myself in my mind where I felt like, that I had a father figure at this time with just maybe something on financial, just as in the financial aspect, or just to give me game on something about something personal that I was dealing with that I couldn't necessarily go to my mom and talk about because it might have been too much. They used the word mannish, and I would have got bat in my mouth or something for saying it. Because sometimes I had a lot of things on my mind, that I probably should explain to a father figure, but I had to explain it to my mother. But the way I said it was probably maybe too blunt and forward, and the way I explained it just wasn't clear, like in the manner where she like, nah, bop.
Yeah.
Come back, come again. What you said? Your thing got hard. Well,
yeah, I know that.
Oh
my!
Like,
but anyway,
yeah.
But it was cool though. Like I mean, my mother was a tyrant. She was strong though, but she had to rule with iron fist. She was a single mother with 3 young boys, and you know how that could be. We all our mind and everything, in a whole lot of places we can get lost. And she had to be strong. So you couldn't tell me that as a youngin growing up that that my mom was she was doing right by me and stuff. Like shit. But as an adult, no doubt, you hear me. The laws that that she did her best to bestow in me, that the manners and things that I carry about, it was for a reason. And a lot of times I reflect and I feel bad, that I don't conduct myself in that manner, almost the ways that she raised me to be a proper gentleman and young man, and how I come off. But then again, I think about how she know the young man she did raise, who didn't hold his tongue. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, I'm gonna go 100 miles an hour to prove my point. Even if it's just I don't know. She understands. She know that.
You know what, Kenneth? You got a lot of life to live, bro. You're a young man, so all those things, all those lessons, mama's lessons, all that, aunties, all that stuff come full circle. You're gonna get back to that some kind of way. You know what I mean?
I manifest that.
Yeah. So, but what do you consider yourself to be when you were younger? Because my mother had 3 boys, same as yours, in the city, no dad around. Did you consider yourself troublesome? Like, did you, without going into too much detail, did you consider yourself getting in the streets and getting into stuff? Did you ever get into that kind of stuff? Nah,
bro. Fortunately, she kept us involved in extracurricular activities. I got involved in sports early. I music. I'm a musician. She had me in piano lessons, after school programs, gymnastics. Although that cartwheel, that wasn't it. I could do a better one. My little brother went further with the gymnastics part. But anyway, I could do a nice round off. I'm willing to show you. But anyway, just all kind of extracurricular activities, to keep us occupied.
Right.
And so I used to test her a little bit. I do a little something, but nothing to that point where she had to just be fearful of my life or anything. It was one point in time she tried to send me to this little boot camp for the summer called Young Marines. It was out here in New Orleans. Well, I come out here for the weekend and stuff like that. Drill sergeant get in my face, try to rough me up and talk all that talk for a minute. I fall in line. They was feeding us pot pies and stuff at the end of the thing. So I was trying to, make sure I got my, my serve, and we was good. But I wasn't no trouble like where you need to be looking for. I had to call no laws on me. I wasn't, I wasn't like terrorizing the environment or nothing like that. I was cool. I was a joke. I was a class clown. I was an athlete at the same time. I was respectful. Went to church a lot. Had to do that.
Yeah. Growing up in the Bible Belt, I'm sure you went to church, right?
Man, I'm sure. I saw so much church. I thought I knew Jesus' social security number. You hear me? I was like, it was crazy.
Alex wants to ask you about your first love. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah. Like if going through high school, I know my first love was in high school. But when was your first love, and when did you first find out what love truly felt like? How old were you?
Man, You know, I'll be honest with you. I was very insecure about my personal look coming up. Although I was just just wild and just could just be in everybody's face, but I knew I still got jacked up teeth. I was buck teeth anyway, and it got crazy. I ain't had the most confidence in myself look wise growing up. Period. So when I got the attention from this female, her name was Jessica Miller. Anyway, she went to the magnet school, like the advanced school out there. And I met her just talking on the phone. I was calling one of her homegirls that I was actually her girl. We were girlfriend and boyfriend at the time. She wasn't in the room at the time. They was at the summer camp. But Jessica picked up the phone. I heard her voice, and I was stole. You hear me? I was just completely mesmerized. Her voice, it was just so soft and just soothing. She just was just so just caring. Like she was like, wait, do you need me to get it? Do you need me to call her? I have her cell phone number. It's just like, no, it's all good. I ain't no blah. I'm interested in talking to you. You sound like anyway. Her homegirl was ratchet. I was like, hold up, this is a whole nother level right here. Let me. Anyway, we started talking. Me and her homegirl, and we just faded off with the wind. I don't even know how that happened because I was so took away by Jessica. I can't even remember the rest on that story.
Wow.
But we met up over summer. Unfortunately, I was at summer school, and she came to the same school I came to tutor some of the kids. That was in summer school. Unfortunately, I wasn't in that. I didn't need that type of tutoring that she was doing. But anyway, we got to meet up and see each other for the first time during that process. And after that, it was over. You know, they call the word caking. I was on the phone with her every day, every night. You know, just we was cutting up. And her parents was like real like
strict.
Yeah, strict and God-fearing folks, and they knew her daughter. Their daughter was exceptional, and she was homeschooled majority of her life. So she was about to get ready to go to high school for the first time when we met and stuff like that. So they let her have her little boyfriend. Actually got to go over and sit in the living room a couple of times on like holidays and chill and such and such. She actually sung at my cousin's wedding. She was a singer.
Wow. Okay.
And my family, everybody, they liked the energy and stuff that she gave me. They felt like she was a positive influence on me. You dig? And she one of the ones that I feel like I let get away from me probably.
So whatever happened to her in adult life? Did you ever see her again as an adult?
It's crazy. You know what? We just talked this past recent year. She lives in Atlanta now. She's a successful doctor. She's been a doctor for some time now, at least 5 or 6 years. Did everything that she's ever wanted to do. She lived that all those hard hours of being studying. When I'm on the phone, like, damn, what you doing? She'll be on the phone with me and stuff. I'm over there playing the game. She's studying and stuff, like doing homework and stuff, like for real helping. I'm like, damn. So she's very successful in her career now.
All right.
We've been able to talk and just be friends. Actually, I was trying to. Never mind.
Oh, okay. All right. Alex, sounds like you're ready. He's ready for the next question.
Yeah, I was going to say. I feel you, Kenneth. I feel you, bro. Yeah. Before you met Shorty and before Ring on it, what was your longest term relationship, and how did that situation end, and how well you feel like you handled that?
Oh, okay. My longest term, it was like a good 6 years. I got involved my freshman year in college. It was like 2006. And I met this girl. She was Puerto Rican and black, named Marissa. She was the most beautiful thing on campus. Everybody, named Mammy wanted her. Everybody wanted her. But I was the one that pulled the year. I mean, I had stole the whole 5 years of my higher learning education that wasn't finished. But anyway, no, I was in love, boy, because I'm living with a woman now. This is my freshman year of college. I didn't live on no campus like a lot of folks do that when they go to college. I had my own apartment where I was roommating at the time with a couple of my partners, but I had my own every section and everything, She had a dorm room and everything. You wouldn't have never knew it because she was at my dorm room. She was at my apartment excuse me, I got people calling. I should have put this thing on Do Not Disturb. My partner Calio. Anyway, I had it. She was at the house. She was at the apartment every night for her whole first freshman year, to the point where I got my own place by myself, though, no roommates or nothing. Same thing. So this went on like for the 4 years or at least the first 4 years of my college career. You know, we switching places. I'm getting different leases at different spots. I don't like it down. I don't get to see the stadium from here. Something like this. We living like this. We going to home with each other on holidays. Man, I'm eating her grandma green bean casserole. I'm in love. You know, we had Lord have mercy. I'm like, I'm living with this woman. It's different. That was my first time doing it like that.
Right.
And she was everything to me. She was smart. She was caring. We confided in each other in so many ways. And she was another great one.
Right.
It just wasn't in my mode where I had everything together. And I thought so. I was still trying. I'm 19 years old, developing into the young man, a man that I want to be. I ain't even know nothing about paying bills to no woman, but I'm taking care of everything because I know that's what a man supposed to do. She ain't never have to worry about none of that. Her parents was actually still paying for her dorm because they thought she was living in her dorm, but she ain't not one day in that mug. You understand?
Yeah.
5 years.
So you that was 6 years. So you're well experienced in dealing with relationships and everything like that. So it's just you wasn't new to the game after that. After that, you were a veteran. 6 years to end that. That's tough. So now you're a veteran. So how do you meet Shorty, and who instigated that relationship? Did you pursue her? Did she pursue you? How did that happen?
I met Shorty. After a 5-year relationship with my baby mama, but I also took a year hiatus of dating after that, and I was just chilling. So I went to Atlanta, the birthday bash concert, 2018 for my birthday weekend. And now, man, I just seen her in the stands, but like in the seats behind me, just looking. You know, she just had just a different look. She was short, she was cute, she had a little flavor, a little spark, and she gave me this look when she looked at me like she ripped my clothes off me or something type of look. Like I was like she snatched my soul off me. Like she's like, come here type look. And I was just mesmerized from that point on. And then I ain't shoot my stick after the concert, but my partner noticed like when we were standing like away, like leaving out the concert, he's like, man, they're looking at you. And I looked, and sure enough, she had them eyes was gleaming at me like, you know, like she was trying to choose me. And I just walked up confidently. I shot my style. I was like, you know, how you doing? You know, I think you're beautiful. Can I talk to you for a second? Like, well, I'm probably old enough to be your mama or something. Like, man, for real, chill out. I'm in my 30s. You heard me like that? Like, what's you? She's like, well, have a seat.
Right.
You know, I sat down. That was the exact words. Well, have a seat.
Right. Okay.
You know,
okay.
I had a seat. I got to chopping it up, letting her know that I used to live in Atlanta. I finished high school and stuff like that. And I was just visiting for my birthday weekend. I thought she was very attractive. And hell, if I can get a chance to take her out this weekend sometime or see her even at night, you know, to go out, you know, I'm all for it. We took numbers down, and that was that. Yeah. I called her later on that evening, and she was with her homegirl, Cena, who's on Love and Marriage Atlanta. And they was hanging out that night. And they was shit, but I think Cena was locked out the house. She locked her keys in the car or something like that. So she couldn't hang out with me that night. We ended up meeting the next day at in Atlanta at this popular bar called Escobar, which is ran by 2 Chainz. And shoot, it was nice. We had brunch. You know what I mean? Had a couple drinks at the bar ourselves, just, you know, outside the crowd. She had her friends and stuff invited. I thought that was weird. She's like, man, we go out. Like, I'm gonna bring my homegirls and stuff with me too, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna go. All right, okay, cool. I was like, damn, it's cool. It wasn't bad, but man, had a good vibe, good lunch, brunch, whatever. It's been a while since I've been in that type of like environment like that Atlanta like that. It just felt like money, like black people just doing positive type things and growing. Like I was like, damn, Atlanta just growing. Yeah. I'm ready to get back for real now.
Yeah, that was my next question, Kenneth.
Yeah.
It was like you had mentioned that you was thinking about moving back to Atlanta anyway. Now, did your relationship with Shorty push you to do that sooner than you probably wanted to? And who idea definitely was it to get you there sooner?
Like, see, I didn't have no time exactly when I wanted to move back. So I met her in June. And so once we had that good weekend or whatever, and we started talking on the phone and just talking on a daily, and just she seeing my lifestyle and just seeing how I'm going back. I'm on work. I'm at work. I'm on the phone with her. She at work. She on the phone. We using the bathroom. We on the phone with each other. You heard me? Like, damn, we fall asleep. We just got that much attention with each other. Like, and I'm tripped out. I'm captivated because she's an older lady. I'm like, damn, what older woman got this much time? You know, like to be, but she really interested in me because she like trying to like plan things and stuff, and I can hear it, but I'm not like I'm playing it off like I don't see the next move and stuff like that. But it was actually Shorty's idea. Within like 3 months, she was like, I think you could save money. We could both save. You already plan on moving to Atlanta. I plan on being in Atlanta within the next year. After I leave the radio station out here in Columbus, whatever, and then by that time we could save some money. And you come in with me, we could split, go on half on the bills and stuff like that. I would love that partnership, and we can make something happen like that.
Yeah,
like
yeah, and
let's go for it. Let's do it.
Yeah, and that's the thing, Kenneth, because as you know, we put a ring on it.
Yes,
the
sir.
Financial situation became a big thing between you guys on the air. Of course, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. We see what's happening on the air, but the financial thing became a big issue on the air. So what was the financial condition when you first got there, and what was supposed to be your responsibilities and supposed to be her responsibilities?
The financial situation was just simple. It was 50-50. 50-50. We had a little mishap right at the beginning, within the first month of the relationship.
Can you explain? Excuse me. Can you explain that mishap? Is that?
No doubt.
Okay.
There was Shorty had a time constraint on the bill that needed to be paid. That needed to be paid at the time, whatever. And I was waiting on payment from an employer that had contracted out a job to me, subcontracted out a job to me. Anyway, he was on delay of paying me, and so Shorty really needed those funds at the time, and she just blew the situation, out of proportion, saying like that I basically had to move around. If I couldn't help with the situation right then and there, she got to go to Atlanta and go get some money from her friend or whatever, and I can't stay at the crib, over the weekend while she doing her thing or whatever. So she basically put me out within the first month of me moving to Columbus, which was like at the end of August.
Oh.
Yeah.
What year was this?
This was 2018.
18. Okay. Wow.
Yes, sir. So it was actually like 3 weeks. I wasn't even there for a month. It was like 2 weeks in, and I got put out. I ended up going to Atlanta. I had a good friend out there from high school. She owned some Airbnb properties, and she had one that was vacant. She let me live out there for a few months in her property. I got a job working for Tyler Perry Studios as security during the day, and then I got a job working at Blue Flame Studio at Blue Flame strip club overnight. I'm working like literally 12-hour shifts at each place, but it was crazy. I did that for months. Also during that period, me and Shorty were still talking to one another on the phone. She would come to Atlanta on the weekend to visit her friends and stuff like that. She had had a lot of friends in Atlanta, and we would meet up, get hotel visit rooms and stuff like that. Do our thing, and she still had that energy and that attention to me. I guess she was just sitting back waiting for me to just get myself all the way financially comfortable the way I wanted to be and stuff like that.
Let me ask you this, Kenneth.
Yes, sir.
Because you were there less than a month. You guys hit a financial crisis, or as Shorty saw it, an issue within the month, and put you out, in your words. So did anything click in you to say, okay, she's just about the money, and I ain't trying to hear this no more. I don't feel this. I'm not feeling this.
Man, that's a good question, sir. And I thought that for a quick second, but it was a thing. It didn't resonate with me well because I just didn't feel her to be like that. I felt like she was just misunderstood, or maybe I had her misunderstood. I don't know. I felt like I was trying to prove to her that I can handle this little shit that you over here messed up about. And your type, if that is your type, then I can handle your type as well. I got something for that ass too. I had that
confidence.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
so that was the first breakup. And of course, after the first breakup, is the intimacy still continuing off and on between
Yeah,
between the break?
the intimacy. That was the first breakup. That's it was continuing off and on. I made a visit there for Thanksgiving. Her family was in town. Some of her friends from the radio, colleagues and stuff from the radio station came over. You know, they had already met me earlier from via phone. I met some of her colleagues earlier when we first started talking. When I visited Columbus and also when I came in to move in officially. So they were there. They were all surprised that I was back around. You know what I'm saying? They were like, They thought Shorty had just dismissed me. I guess she talked so bad about me. That they couldn't even believe it. So I pulled up with the Remy. You know, we all going out to the club tonight. You know, I'm buying drinks. Everybody loving me is love. You did. They and her Shorty having a good time. I guess she been kind of down a little bit. They see that I got some good energy for her. She excited. We have a wonderful weekend. Love is all just everywhere.
Love is in the air,
yeah.
huh?
She like, all right. I see he might can hold it down. You dig? Like
So did you move back in after that?
I did. That's I was getting to that. I ended up moving in at the first of the year, January. Around after mid January, I think the Super Bowl is getting ready to begin and stuff like that. I told she was pushing the envelope for me to come in sooner and stuff. I was like, nah, I'm making some good bread out here. I want to stack up, you hear me, so I could be ahead just in case, I get to Columbus and I have to take a pay cut from what I'm doing, which I did. But by January, I got to Columbus. I found work quickly, and man, it was beautiful. I mean, to me at least, I mean, a lot of things for us. I guess it was just.
So at
regular.
that point, Kenneth, so now you are back in Columbus with Shorty. You guys are living together, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And the agreement is still to go half on the rent,
right,
and then maybe pay some of the utilities
right.
or pay.
It's bigger than that. This time she got me like your girl on Fences. I gotta drop the check off like Denzel did on every Friday on the nightstand.
I saw that movie.
I get my little $14.75 for my libations for the week and whatever, not my couple newspapers or whatever, and that's it. She got the rest. She had that, and she had it like that for a long time.
Oh goodness!
I hollered.
Wow, I can dig it, bro.
Well, that is old school for men, especially men from the South. That when a man gets paid on payday, he brings his money home to his woman.
Yeah,
and I'm coming from where like I've always had my own place. I never lived with a woman. A woman never always came and lived in my place. So I'm always just taking care of all of the bills. It don't matter what it is. I'm gonna pay every utility, everything. You dig? Blase.
Right. Now I know I asked you the question. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but was that a written? One of our viewers wants to know, was that a written agreement? You guys just it was like a verbal thing. It sounds like, right?
No, it was a verbal. It wasn't nothing written. Shorty controlled with my eyes and her mouth. She could have. Shorty could have made me look at me, and I would have got up and walked sometime. That's how much power and authority she had. Like it wasn't. She didn't have to make it no written. That was her words. She did like.
Right.
This what you gonna do.
Right. And between lovers, I think lovers rarely tend to write things down.
Never.
We have
never.
to.
Yeah. Never.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah. And we in 2019 now, Kenny, because you said the Super Bowl was coming around and everything was going well at that point. Was there another breakup? And if so, what precipitated that breakup?
Now we went strong all the way through 2019. We lived amongst each other. We actually got engaged towards the end of the summer, like around August.
Okay.
I proposed to her.
Oh.
We were engaged.
Now, what was it? Now, what was it that made you pop that question? What were you feeling at that moment?
Oh man, we was in a good space. I felt like my daughter came to visit that summer. And so Shorty was real helping in that situation, like far as getting the babysitters and stuff like that accommodating, far as just being just the helping female figure around because I'm a father dealing with a little girl. She got her hair and stuff, that type of stuff. Not saying I can't do a couple braids or something like that, but Shorty, she had that smooth, that soft touch. You dig? Just for helping me out. I work 12-hour shifts, so Shorty would get off at 3:00 to relieve the babysitter and just have that time with my daughter and just to chill until I got home. It was just cool. I just fell in love just with just how her energy was with that. Just her overall, just her personality, man. Like Shorty dope. I think she just misunderstood. She allows herself to get caught up in worldly ways and things that she feels like she has to be accepted in. So she has to carry and conduct herself and treat other folks differently or fucking foul or just I don't even think she just be mean. I just think she ignorant to a lot of situations that she just ain't been accustomed to, like it just seen or just know how to really like to deal with a strict on.
Let me ask you this, Kenneth. Quick question.
Yes,
how
sir.
old is your daughter?
She's 8 years old.
8 years old now. I'm sure she's a beautiful girl because you're a nice looking dude. You know what I mean?
No doubt. Appreciate you, sir.
Yeah. So what's your relationship like, real quick, just to get on Shorty just for a second? What's your relationship like with her mother? Are you guys co-parenting in a cohesive manner, or is there strife?
Man, she's still bitter since our breakup. And the fact that she's seen Shorty and stuff and seen that because once upon a time she didn't think I could see past her.
Right.
My baby mama didn't think I could see. She didn't think it was possible for me to love anyone past her. Cause like I said, I love hard. So for to see me give another woman love after she done already left and went her own way and got her, she done bossed up and got her sugar man, whoever the hell she see Shorty and then she see Goldie, my daughter, interacting with Shorty,
right,
loving it, like seeing that we like to have fun, we like to move around, we like to get down, we in parks, we at water parks, we whatever.
Right.
She ain't like, she thought she was bitter, but overall she know how the love I have for my daughter. She knows it's contagious. She can't do nothing to hurt that situation. Before me and her, shit.
Yeah.
My baby mama ain't talking with me.
Yeah, I can dig it. I can dig it, bro. So you and Shorty going good. You proposed and everything. So everything is going good. So, but
yes, sir.
Where did the downturn begin? The next downturn to get you guys to agree to put a ring on it, and how did ring on it even come about?
Let's go back to the timeline. Let's stick with that timeline, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys were engaged. Let's go back to you and Shorty. You guys were engaged.
We were engaged.
Right. Well, as a woman, can I get a little personal? And if it's too personal, you can let me know.
Nah, by me.
How did you propose to Shorty? You were in love with her at one point in time. How did that proposal kind of go down?
Man, I came home like a roughneck, you heard me? And I had a white beat on, dingy, work boots and everything. I know I just had the ring. It cost some change. I was like, it needs to be on somebody's finger so it don't get lost, you heard me? Let me go ahead and drop to his knee. So I got...
Oh, you got on one knee. Oh, you did the whole knee thing. I got on one knee,
yeah. And my little girl was in there.
What supposed to do? What else do you do when you ask a woman for her hand in marriage? Alex, you better recognize. Kenny, you're going to have to give him lessons.
No doubt. He was going to work it out. So I had a son. I told her son what I was about to do. Let him know, man, I love you, man, bro. You cool with that? Oh, cool.
Okay.
So you record the situation. He recorded, got it out, recorded it from the iMac. The phone, the tablet, whatever the hell he did. Anyway, right. I got on one knee and I just, I love y'all. I can't see myself living another day without you. I want you forever. You're my everything. I started singing Temptations. You're my everything, I think. It was, bam.
Oh, that's where that Motown connection comes in that we were talking about earlier. Yeah. There it is. Okay, there it is.
Okay, so you got the son's approval. That's a big thing because mothers, and their sons, they have a special connection. Mothers and sons, just like fathers and daughters. I have both,
For sure.
And there's special connections with each one. So I think that's a great thing because she was developing a relationship with your daughter as well. So you guys were actually going to have a blended family, which has its own challenges, but
true enough.
Yeah, definitely doable though.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So, you have anything else, or before I move forward?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, because you guys are doing great. You propose. It's a happy time. The son approves of you. Everything's going great. So how did we get to needing the help of ring on it? What happened in between that time and put a ring on it? And how did ring on it even come about?
Man, we end up making through that year. 2020 came around. You know, it was early at the end, later on in 2019, there was some talks about infidelity and stuff like that on Shorty's side, where I felt like she was stepping out of just being too, you know, just because she was moving differently. You know, I was very skeptical about things, and she didn't she felt like I wasn't improving for us being transparent with my finances and talking about moving into a home with her on the next level for us, her buying us purchasing a home together and stuff like that. I just kind of I would always just push y'all to the side on that type of talk. She was talking about credit building and all those type of things, financial. I just wasn't entertaining any of that talk with her, simply because I had my own motives, and I was 1 foot in and 1 foot out. I didn't trust her. I didn't know. Well, was I going to be there 1 minute? Was I going to be out the door the next? And I just felt like, just basically, she was stepping on me from it's just too many just different scenarios I could think of in my head to just give me those reasons. But besides that, she ended up calling the engagement off later in that year, like towards November. Around December, around her birthday, it was like officially we just friends and stuff like that. We're just roommates and stuff like that. This is 2019. She gets ready to go out of the country for New Year's, and you know, I know somebody flew out, to Japan, and she denied it like it was something else, but I ended up getting proof of that later on. But 2020 came around, end of February. We played the year and the new year and all that stuff. About February, I told her I'm done with the relationship. You dig? I wanted out. I was moving back to Atlanta. Her friend was over at the crib. You know, she had cussed me out, called me everything but a child of God. Got on the phone like she was about to go call another dude and just talk all kind of crazy talk about me and ask him to fly her out, like, all kind of like, you got me fucked up. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Well, wait a minute. No, that's okay. Be yourself. But what I want to ask you though, you kind of jumped into that, but I'm trying to understand what happened to cause her to, call somebody else, call another man, and all this other stuff. What happened, and why was her friend talking to you kind of crazy and wild?
Yeah, she came in the room. Mm-hmm. She came in the room that day. She had asked me, could I give her was I gonna give her extra $1,000 this month? No, just take care of the rent. That was about the cost of the rent was $1,000 or whatever. And I was already pretty much out of the door and stuff like that. She knew this. I told her no. I said, you don't respect me. I ain't giving you shit. You talk about me amongst your friends and stuff. You talk to me about me like a dog. You don't want me here anyway, you dig? Like, you just want this little change and stuff. I'm just convenient for you. Nah. I don't give a damn about you. Go get your house or whatever else that you want to go do it by yourself. I don't care. I'm about to go to Atlanta. My second. I don't have to be in Columbus, Georgia. Atlanta's my second home. I know that like the back of my hand. You think I'm about to be tripping to stay out here even further with you? I sacrificed my lifestyle coming out here being with you, helping you out this far along. You dig? You should have the extra $1,000 already on standby for whatever else you need and stuff like that. You like to take trips and all this other shit, but you want to play on my top. You heard me about some going on a house with you. Girl, I don't even believe that we together. I'm halfway in the door, halfway out. How you think I'm about to play with you in my life and put my name on papers and stuff with you so you can have me jammed up all kind of ways later on in life, which you manipulate? I had these type of thoughts. Don't get me wrong. Now you ask me, why did I stick around? Nah, that's when I counted it right then and there.
Well, wait a minute. Okay, so Kenneth, maybe I'm misunderstanding, but what I'm hearing is it's confusing me a little bit. So it sounds like you gave her the ring, you proposed marriage, right?
Right.
But then now that she's talking about building an actual life together, when you say signing papers, do you mean a marriage license or do you mean some other type of
signing papers, mortgages, whatever. That type of stuff.
Okay. So
you know, we was about to get a house. That's what we were planning on. Like,
okay.
And, you know, that's what her main thing was. And
she wanted real estate.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Kenneth, I'm sorry to cut you off for a second. You know, I've been in a lot of relationships. I've been married twice, and you know, I've had my ups and downs, divorced twice. You know, so I'm a veteran in this game too, bro. It's just the pain that comes with it. But I know from being married twice and having children that women don't think like we think, bro. Obviously, you know, men think a little bit differently. Women got these specific blueprints they want you to come into a relationship with. You know, these plans. Where are we going to be in 3 years? Where are we going to be in 5 years? And the men like, listen, give me my TV, a good plate of food. You know, come get in this bed. You know, kind of thing. You know, so we think different. Yeah, we think different. So, did you have a plan, or did it ever occur to you? Maybe I should put a plan of action in here for her to make her feel comfortable.
Big dog. She knew my plan of action. That girl know my worth in so many ways. Hell, even if I didn't even have a plan of action, Shorty is the type of one to create the plan of action. I don't even fall for that extra shit about no plan of action. I got enough talent and one big toe to set it off on. You know what I'm saying? From continent to continent, she better stop playing. Plan of action wasn't the fact. This wasn't a point. It was just if she actually really wanted to like genuinely be with me, like, and I'm just not no play toy. I'm not just no financial asset to just make things go smooth. Do you care for me? Do you love me 100 without me and my finances, whatever I can do for you? Shorty didn't come up raised like that. Her beliefs and ways that she was raised is completely different. She never saw forms of affection like that from her father figure or from her giving to her mother or anything like that. It was just, you know what I'm saying? Did her daddy go out there and kill a goat and bring it back home? And do they got food? Not in that, I'm just giving metaphors. It ain't that.
Right.
It ain't that. They from Erica and stuff. It wasn't that deep, but it was like, it's like love with conditions. And I want unconditional love. Shorty had love with condition, like how much I can do, what can I provide, and if it didn't meet to her expectations, then shit, she can't rock with that because it ain't up to her no more. It's up to the people that's looking at her and the people that's in her family or her culture or her traditions and things that her beliefs and that she was raised and came up with. So it's deeper than that. Yeah, she ain't the type that I can be on a damn. You get stuck on a private island with and think that she gonna be out there trying to climb up the coconut tree because her arms are a little bit skinny and she ain't that one that's gonna be up in there trying to get that extra coconut. She gonna be out there trying to climb the mountain and get to the next village and get with the big chief. I'm just anyway. Her mind is thinking like that.
It seems, Kenny, that what really bothered you or affected you was at some point, instead of being seen as a human being and who you really are, you was being seen as a dollar. You was being seen as a dollar sign.
Pretty much. I didn't feel it.
You didn't feel it?
I didn't feel it. I didn't feel like the gene. Like I tried to like certain times, like, oh damn, she cooked some. You know, she cooked a nice meal, got some jerk chicken in here, some cabbage, peas, and rice. Okay, we watching a Lifetime movie in this bitch, you know. She might love me forever.
She got you watching Lifetime, Kenny. Come on, dog.
You watch it too with your two marriages. Don't play.
On, dog.
Don't play like you wasn't simping for your wives. Don't play. Don't play. Every man plays a simp at some point. If you like women, you're gonna be a simp at some point. So now, unless you just like men, you're gonna do what we want you to do. Now, aren't you? Let's
she gives you a level of comfortability.
You can give me a little dap on that. You can give me a little dap on that.
You right though.
Every man, and see, you know what? We women, we done did some things too, so it works both ways. Okay, it's give and take. It's give and take.
And I was with it. You know? I wasn't tripping at this. Don't watch the ones where the woman is the victim and the man is being the crazy and
right
going to work. With that on you, man, you just laid on me. Now you trying to put me in that.
I'm not putting you in no category. I want you to be yourself.
Because
Aubrey, that's
what Lifetime movies are. Aubrey,
that's what I'm saying. Don't do that to me. That's all I'm saying. Just don't do me like that.
Okay. But I got a question. It's been on the screen for a while, and I thought maybe Alex was gonna ask it, but I remember our 18 member Monique King wants to know where and when were you living in the apartment most of the time when you made the videos of Shorty that you filmed and put on your YouTube? Just curious.
Yeah, all of those videos are a throwback pretty much. Majority of those videos.
But go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Majority of those videos are throwback, and I put them up there purposely and intentionally just to show the good times, a lot of the good times that me and Shorty shared and stuff like that. And it's raw and it's rough, and it's those organic moments that I be wanting to show to the public so they can see that I'm not this menace that they might this crazy whatever the hell they try to vision me to see, and that's not in a negative manner of light. Mm-hmm. And the good things that Shorty has shown, the sides that I made her smile. I got hundreds and hundreds of videos like that, and they all make it, and they're all of her smiling and having good times.
Having a good time, yeah.
So that's all.
Was that in Kenneth? Was that in Columbus though? Was that in Columbus back in the 2019, 2018 period?
Majority of those videos in Columbus, they might have a couple of them at the new house that she had in Columbus as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then one other question, another regular viewer of ours, Mimi, wanted to know what made you stay as long as you did with Shorty. Well, I mean, don't say the P word or anything like that. But
the bedroom game, Kenny, was it the bedroom game, Kenneth?
She had me hooked. She had me hooked there, man.
Lord, you had to go there, Alex. Lord.
Hey, I've been there.
I'm sure you have at least 2 times.
It's all right, Kenneth. I feel you. It's all right, Kenneth. I feel you, bro. I feel you on that.
Were you faithful? Can I ask you a really personal question? Were you faithful to Shorty while you guys were together?
I was 1,000% faithful. I love this woman so much and wanted to be with her. Just the thought of me stepping out and just being caught or something, or getting messed up or cheating would have hurt my soul, to hurt her so bad. And knowing that I done already sacrificed myself and moved out of my state to be with this woman and live in the house with her kid and stuff like that, I could never hurt her in that manner. I never thought about. I done stepped out on some of my relationships, I must admit, in the past. But Shorty is the first woman that I've ever just completely gave my complete undivided attention. And I wanted to love her, like just let her see it, like, and know it. I just couldn't. I just lost. I just failed at it. But I never stepped out on her. I never thought about stepping out on her. And I've seen hundreds and hundreds of beautiful women that probably wanted to step and chill. I never even gave them that attention. I was so endowed in the Shorty, like nothing could penetrate my mind past her. It could have been Halle Berry come sat down with me and bought me drinks all night.
Ooh, it wasn't not Halle Berry.
Shorty had that type of control in my heart. I couldn't see nothing past the woman, for the longest time. Even young, I got to keep her 1,000. She really couldn't. She was that one that had complete control of my heart and can use it and do whatever she wanted at any given time.
You mentioned, Kenneth. You mentioned that you had lost trust because you felt she was stepping out, and trust in a relationship. Without trust, you really don't have anything. If you can't trust the person you're with, because they're capable of anything if you don't trust them, right?
For sure.
With that mistrust, did you ever get any proof that she stepped out? And if so, what made you still try to want to work on it even after the fact?
You know what? I got the first proof, the first actual proof, which was the first episode of the show, which when I grabbed the phone from her and stuff like that, and I went to bedroom. I seen some things. I seen a paper trail of receipts, saying that marked back from 2018. You dig? So that was enough. So what made me continue after that point was the fact that we were on the show. And I was actually in it for the real therapy and the lessons. And if I can make it through that, all that I've seen, because, you know, me and Shorty had our breaks and our hiatuses within the relationship where we weren't together, like, quote, unquote, boyfriend, girlfriend status, you know, like people would say. So I had to get past those type of thoughts, although I might have viewed her as still being my partner. But, you know, I loved her that much.
Because I'm gonna tell you
what it was ultimately from the love I had for her.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, Kenny, as a man being married, I've been cheated on. Unequivocal proof. I've had the proof. I've been cheated on, and I know.
Did you mention the part that you was cheated on after you cheated on her? Oh, okay.
Well, no, there was none of that. So I was in Kenneth's shoes. I was the good dude. You feel me?
Oh, that marriage.
So
okay.
that marriage. So I know the pain that comes with that, and with men, our ego gets so shattered and so bruised. It hurts. Probably more so. Women hurt too, but they can forgive a little bit better than we can forgive. So that's why I'm kind of really interested in what made you want to work on it after that. As a man, as a human, you loved her, yes, but I know you were hurting. So what was it? What was it in you that said, regardless of what she did, I'm gonna try to fix this and make this thing work?
Yep, it was kind of like karma to myself. I was like, you know, you done some stuff in your past too. Man, you done some stuff. So you know what it's like. So take your L. You heard me? You know how you ultimately feel for this woman. You know you love her. You told yourself you would love her unconditionally. You let her know that, and that's what I went on. Those are the ethics and I stood on and morals I went by. So it don't get me wrong. It wasn't easy pill to swallow. You know, you have visions and stuff in your mind. You see another guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. All that. Yep. That's a fact, bro. You know.
Well, we know about his time. Alex, go ahead.
Yeah, Kenneth. Yeah. And I always said, I'm gonna say this before, because we know we got you for a short time. And Kenneth, everybody, he's agreed to come back on Tuesday, do a part 2 with us. Because yeah, I'm enjoying this because we having really a man-to-man. Aubrey's not here. We're having a man-to-man talk.
We're gonna run it.
Who don't think I won't pull your mic any second now? And Kenneth and I will finish this because Kenneth and I, we got a thing going on. We got a report, don't we?
That's it.
Say it one more time for me, Kenneth. You heard?
You heard me.
Thanks.
Yeah, but this man-to-man joint right here. So
for sure,
you know.
For sure.
So you know, before we let you go, Kenneth, you love hard. You said you love hard, and you know, of course, obviously you was hurt by this. Before we let you go, for this particular interview, what was it out of everything that you and Shorty been through up to this point, where we're at right now, that probably hurt you the most? Where you said, "I know we're not going to make it after this, but I'm gonna try anyway."
Oh man,
because that's real, bro.
Like for real, like probably man, when I did them cartwheels and that, when I cut Shorty out that day on that TV, that was pretty much the ultimate, me knowing that it was over for sure. But I'm still gonna try later on and stuff to make it work if possible. But that was pretty much me. Yeah. Letting it go, because I know I say ain't no way she gonna be able to take the type of the backlash and criticism that'll come behind this episode if the way I performed on her. She ain't no way she gonna be able to take people accepting her if she was to accept me back in her life. They saw me and her together like, oh, she took him back after he did all that and right. No way she would have been able to take all that ridicule from folks that don't really can't really see from the outside looking in on as to why she took me back. You know, just judging me just off that one episode. So now I'm a monster with her. I'm terrible and stuff like that. But they don't know the genuine love that me and Shorty had. And I know she had that for me. She wasn't tripping on that episode of how I acted and stuff like that. Like, man, that girl didn't give a damn. I was like, we had a toxic relationship like that at times, but it wasn't consistent. It wasn't to that degree. But if we had to get like that, it might be on the phone or something, but never like that amongst each other to that degree. Right. So we always come back from it though. That was the thing. Right. We always came back to it throughout the whole process. We'd be out for talking off. We want to talk for a day or a week or something, a month even, few months. We gonna get back together. You can believe that, and it's gonna be like we ain't never left one another. Here, so it was just the fact that it was on TV and it was publicized that she could never just accept me back right now. But y'all better believe. Shorty Mac want her some Kenneth James right now. You heard me? She fiending for a nigga right quick. Ooh, like she wish, boy. She wish she could be walking down these spiral staircase right now. You heard me? Eating tripping grits and oxtails the way I used to do for you, dig? She's thinking about it right now. Ask her right now. Any people think she missed us some Kenneth James, aka Mr. Real McCoy, that skinny fat man. You heard me? She missed us some of this.
Well, you know what, Kenny? I'm gonna need you to keep that same energy for part 2. We're gonna
out the gate, baby, out the gate.
Yeah, we're gonna respect your time, man. We know you got stuff to do tonight, bro. I want you to go ahead and do your thing.
For sure.
And keep that same energy, bro, for Tuesday night, part 2. And
no doubt, it's all love. I got y'all VIP, you heard me?
Yeah, we appreciate you, bro.
For sure.
All right.
Thank you. Let me
appreciate y'all for having me on the platform.
Yeah, thank you. And we will see you Tuesday night, right? Same
no
place,
doubt,
same
no doubt.
time, 8 o'clock Tuesday night then. Okay, I'm going to put you in the schedule. I will talk to your publicist and you a little bit later. Okay, Kenneth?
Okay, good deal. Thank you, ma'am, Miss Aubrey.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, baby.
All right.
Yeah, this is fun.
Wow, you know what? That Kenneth, he is really charming when he wants to be. I'm
having a nice time.
I bet you are. The boys club.
You're not here right now, Aubrey. You're not here, Aubrey.
I'm here. I'm here. Even if I am an avatar, I'm here.
Oh,
yes, but we want to thank you guys all for coming out. As you heard, we will have to continue this due to time constraints today. You know, this is a holiday weekend, so I hope you guys will appreciate that it's the holiday weekend. And Mr. Kenneth, he has another engagement that unfortunately kind of abutted our time with him. So he has so graciously agreed to come back on Tuesday, and we will continue because there's some more questions that I have for Kenneth. Okay.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's some more questions that I have for Kenneth. And also, so to let our members and those who are following us in the African Netflix series, go ahead and say the name of it.
Blood Sisters.
Holler. We will be continuing Blood Sisters. There's been a slight change. We will be changing the date of Blood Sisters to Wednesday as opposed to Tuesday, since we have a new change in schedule. So we will see you guys all back here on Tuesday because we're going to continue this part 2. And ladies, don't you think I didn't catch some of that stuff that Kenneth was dropping? We're going to ask him some more questions. But in the meantime, I want to thank Rivika Omega for your... Oh, where did it go? Oh my God. Oh, here we are. Thank you for your super chat. I appreciate it so much. I want to thank also, I don't know if she's in the chat, but I want to thank content creator Be Amazing Sylvia. You guys, if you haven't checked out Be Amazing Sylvia here on YouTube, be sure to check her out. I want to thank you for becoming one of our new members, as well as Roro for Real, upgrading her membership to Gold 18. I thank you all guys for being here. You are such a great chat family. You did such a great job containing yourselves and being respectful. We know that typically on my channel is PG-13, but Kenneth is Kenneth, and I wanted him to be himself. You know, and if his language, if that's a part of who he is, that's okay. So we'll have him back. We'll be back here same time, same place Tuesday. You guys stay safe. Enjoy your holiday weekend. Alex, what do you want to tell our viewers and our members and our family?
Hey, listen, become members. There are 4 levels of membership. Become a member. Whatever stage you come in would be greatly appreciated. You know, we love you guys for it. When you're in the chats, you know, hit the super chat every so often. You know, we love that too. You know, Aubrey still loves her coffee. She's not off the coffee and sugar, so she got to...
Don't let my doctor hear you saying that, but it's true, guys. It's true. And you know what? And sometimes every now and then, you know what? I might want to have a nice little glass of wine. So, you know, help us out with that, okay? You know,
Yes.
it helps us to stay on air. It helps us to bring you even more and better content. And those of you, go over to my community tab. I'm going to start a post, but I want to hear what you want Alex and I to cover next.
Yeah.
What story, what series you want us to cover next, okay, guys?
And we keep bringing you these wonderful guests, Aubrey. These wonderful guests that's agreeing to come on the show.
I can't believe it. I mean, people couldn't get Kenneth. You know, I think he's only interviewed that I know of, and I could be incorrect, but he's only interviewed in one other space here on YouTube. So I want to thank you guys again. I don't want to hold you guys too long. So, Alex, we're going to sign out here now. Okay.
Yes. All right.
All right. All right. Bye. You guys have a good holiday weekend. Stay safe. Love you.